This video has been produced by the International Bureau for Weights and Measures, the BIPM, and is a part of a series of videos showing how to use the KCDB web portal. This part will show how to draft a CMC in chemistry and biology using the CMC web form. You will also become acquainted with how to use the uncertainty table. It is necessary to have an individual user account as a writer to draft a CMC. When drafting a CMC, please keep in mind that you represent your institute and that the CMC represents your state or economy. First, log in to your account. Check that chemistry and biology is selected. This particular example concerns a CMC on gas for environmental purposes. We choose CMCs and under My CMCs choose Create CMC. We then select chemistry and biology as the metrology area. The CMC data is inserted into a form. It is composed of 8 parts: the classification of service, the measurand, CMC value and its expanded uncertainty, CRM value and the associated CRM expanded uncertainty, references, and information to reviewer. As you may see, there are red stars next to the headers. The red stars indicate that these data are mandatory data. You may also notice that when surfing on the titles, you will see tip tools popping up that will guide you. For this example, we will choose gases as category for environmental purposes. And here for the group, you need to choose the group that will later review the CMC. It is possible to indicate several groups. In this case, it's the gas analysis working group that will be indicated. We will now indicate the Institute service identifier. And if you wish, you can indicate a web link for the individual service. We will now indicate the measurand, the matrix, nitrogen. By indicating the first 3 letters in the matrix word, you will get a set of suggestions, and we will select in the list nitrogen. Would you have a matrix that does not exist in the list, you can of course add this freely. Then we will indicate the analyte, in this case is oxygen. In the same way, you will have suggestions, and if you continue writing oxy, you will find more and more refined suggestions. Here you see, well, when choosing analyte, you will find the CAS number automatically displayed. However, you cannot freely add the CAS number. Now the quantity, which is the amount of substance, and we will choose this amount of substance fraction. Now choose the unit for the claimed CMC. We will choose millimole per mole, the lower limit 5, and the upper limit 20. We will also indicate the information on the uncertainty of the CMC. In this case, we will choose percentage, the lower limit 0.5, and the upper limit 3. You will notice that the coverage factor to obtain a confidence level at 95% is by default 2. You may modify the coverage factor if necessary. The uncertainty unit percentage in relation to millimole per mole indicates that the uncertainty is a relative uncertainty. This must be indicated. It is mandatory to indicate a range for the uncertainty. However, There are two optional complementary ways to express the uncertainty. You may either indicate the uncertainty as a table or as an equation. Here we will insert a table called T1. You can insert this freely by indicating the number of rows and columns, and you can indicate freely what you would like to have contain in the table. You can also use the table comments. If you wish, you can also import data directly from an Excel file. So here we have imported a really preset table with the mole fraction indicated and the range of the measurand with the stated uncertainty depending on the range. This is of course an example. The table comment can be used to explain the parameters. And you can save this. As an alternative, you may indicate an equation by clicking on the equation. And in the equation, you may write and indicate in the comments, for example, explain the symbols that you have used in the equation. When you declare a certified reference material, it is mandatory to declare the CMC above. The fields to contain the information of the CRM are the same as for the CMC. We will now reach references. We will indicate the mechanism for service delivery, the measurement technique used, the source of traceability, and the group identifier. The group identifier allows you to set a tag on CMCs that are related. In this case, we deal with a CMC with multiple components, and we will hence place a tag. We will call that N1 in this case. The same tag should be used for all the related components. The uncertainty convention as defined by CCQM is indicated here. If your claim is supported by comparisons that have been published in the KCDB, it can be selected here. One or several can be selected. Other support will give you the possibility to indicate reference to another types of evidence, and you may upload documents by add supporting documents, which by the way will help the reviewer to get direct access to the references. Here you may also upload the evidence for a valid quality management system when applicable. The last section covers the information to the reviewers. The information to the reviewer should be indicated here. I will, for simplicity, only put a few letters here, but this will be completed by the writer as expected. Before submitting the form, please make sure that your quality management system is valid. You will confirm that it is valid by ticking this tick box. You may save the CMC at any instance by pressing Save, and the CMC will hence be stored in My CMC space as a draft. You may also submit it directly to your TC chair. We will here show how you can use the function Preview, which allows you to have a look on how the CMC could appear when published. So here you have the preview and with the uncertainty table visible for you.